On the other hand, there's another quest over here. Night of the Great Mine, Part 1. There's gonna be a bunch of things. It's okay, first of all, I'm just gonna... Wait, where is it? Somewhere around here, right? Yeah. Gotta run. My character is stronger. Antonia, what you got for me? Can't you see I'm busy? Spit it out and stop bothering me. Oh, it's you again. The last time I met, I left in a hurry. I never got a chance to thank you. Have we met before? I don't remember. Let me just do so again. I'm Antonia, the developer responsible for the grain mine and the supervisor for the mining teams. As you saw in the mine... Ah, now I remember you. In the underground, can't need to make a living. Don't you need to supervise the miners? They're gonna be like capitalistic. So the team leader are responsible for supervision. My job is to coordinate personnel and arrange work schedules. My presence down in the mines will only hinder the miners' work. Why make everyone comfortable? Fair point. Nobody works at the most efficient when they're being looked upon and constantly sort of judged. By the way, I heard that you were looking for wildfire. A kind reminder for you, all crew takes care of their own, but their pockets aren't deep. I'm not trying to extort them. Feel free to come to me when you have financial problems. Oh! You want to pay me. So, you were looking for me? Let's see. Oh yes, there is indeed something that could use help. An elderly minecart operator intends to retire, but he's not particularly hitting it off with his current apprentices. I guess you already know what I'm going at. If the apprentices can't complete his training, then the master won't be able to retire in peace. And how do I factor into this? I'd like to ask you to be assistant instructor for that no-so-bright apprentice. His name is Sampo. I know the man for the job. I know nothing of mining carts. Relax, though the title is assistant instructor, it doesn't actually require much technical know-how. So I get paid for knowing nothing. Fair gig. That senior minecart operator is very capable, but he has bad temper and can be very stubborn. Things should be good if he had a good gifted apprentice to begin with, but that's sadly not the case right now, so please find a way to help him. What say you? Can you do me this favor? Now I can give it a try. They usually stay at a vibrant shelter in the mines. I've already told the minecart operator about this. When you see him, just say my name and he'll know. Remember the name Antonia. Very well. Also, messages from Herta. Hello, I need you for something. Reply when you read this. I'm here. What is it? About the simulated universe or about the space station? I don't reply. Hi, I'm currently unavailable and I won't be contacting you later. Herta, what the hell? Confused pom-pom. Don't worry, it's sorted. What? I don't reply. Hi, I'm currently unavailable and I won't be contacting you later. Why am I even talking to you? Well, okay. I got stuff for real. Asta, what do you want to know? Do you know what a rich mindset is? Do you want to know about a rich mindset? What's a rich mindset? Do you really want to ask me that, Miss Asta? Good answer. What? Can I get a screenshot of this? I'll blur out your name. You won't get in trouble. NANI?! Can I still recall that message? It's okay, it's not a big deal. I have the misfortune to be invited to a streamer seminar again. The topic this time is Summit Talk. A rich mindset will change your financial views and lift your perspectives on wealth. I need to convince them this topic is super boring. Who would want to watch that? Peppy play holodisc. I'd rather watch a robot deliver food. Yeah, I'd rather watch actually Peppy play holodisc. True. You mind if I take another screenshot? Tick. Check and check. Cool. And that's that. Moving on to the quest now. Okay, so yeah, Vessel for Mediocrity. I started it, I'm gonna continue on it. Dealing with quests still on Jarilo. I can't remember the name of the planet. There he is! My least favorite merchant. I don't need tickets. Oh, look at that! They're promoting Red Faction. It's a good game. Are you a Knight of Katarina? Wow, I should hit the jackpot this time around. That guy with the robot arm isn't competing. Yes, that's so much more wiggle room. What are you babbling on about? Ah! Don't scare me like that. Also, heart of mine is really weak, you know. You're like 3 years older than me, probably. And don't worry, you know me, it's just business. This time I promise it's nothing to do with you guys. Now why don't I believe you? Anyway, to what do I owe that pleasure this time? You've got rough... you got through all the trouble to find me here, so you must have something urgent. I guess it is kind of a matter of life and death. Something seriously injured? Shouldn't you ask Natasha to help instead? Actually, no. Something this big happens and your first thought is to find me? That's what I call an ironical friendship. Tell me, oh dear friend, I'll do anything for you as long as it will make a release. Okay, dear friend. Tell something about a chance encounter with Cyril at the Backwater Pass. Oh, are you sure it wasn't some kind of hallucination induced by deep sleep deprivation? So, this thing, how about let's not look into it further. If you're having problems sleeping, then Natasha will have something for you. You've promised to help, don't go back on your word. I'm just saying stuff on impulse. Hey, the most important thing in this line of business is the customer's trust. Alright, I'll go with you and take a look. Are you sure you weren't hallucinating? I'm telling you, Natasha has all kinds of medicines for you, anything. Stop wasting your breath. Okay, I got it, enough chit chat, let's go. Jarilo. Committed to memory? Probably not. The erudition. Let's go. Break this. Damage is not here. I'm not saying anything. Can you like say something? No? Well then I will say it out for you. You are definitely suffering from hallucination due to lack of sleep. Screw you! There's no little girl to begin with, and no armory boxes either. You just made everything out all thinner, right? No, I haven't. Have I? I'm confused. But since we're affected by the fragmentum here, you're not completely to blame. It's just how weird this place is. And to tell you the truth, I've seen all kinds of strange stuff in the fragmentum. You'll get used to it soon enough. How often do you go in the fragmentums? Well, if there's nothing else going on, I'll be heading back to Boulder Town. I've still got some unfinished business with Scott. Wait, what's this? What's this? Someone left some notes behind. They look old. Ooh, this time I'm gonna read this, because this is interesting to me. A young girl needs help. Let's deal with the situation at hand. An old diary. Mr. Stefan came to chat once again today, and I'm happy. Mr. Stefan first came to our home about 6 months ago. I thought he was just like those adults who call themselves architects and was here to see my sister. But he was different and didn't ignore me. He always smiles and gives me lots and lots of candy. He also asked me some questions and I got nervous because I didn't know how to answer, but he didn't get angry. He said I was a quiet and good kid. I started keeping a diary because of Mr. Stefan. He said that keeping a diary is a good habit for a lady to keep. He also said that keeping a diary is a very lonely affair and that if I'm scared of being alone, I can just read aloud the diary to him. What? Okay, I'm confused about this whole situation. I'm sensing some creep vibes from Mr. Stefan. Anyway, to be honest, it's really hard to keep a diary because nothing interesting happens to me. I won't read this part to Mr. Stefan as he'll get sad and I don't want him to be sad. I wish I were my sister because she knows everything. She always tells me fun stories and is always telling me about interesting people she meets. It was only later that I realized most of my diary was about Mr. Stefan. Sometimes it's recounting our conversation, sometimes it's recording what I've learned from him, sometimes it's simply recording my mood while I wait for him to visit again. Child infatuation? This could turn badly. Today Mr. Stefan and I talked a lot, mostly trying to comfort me as I'd heard some bad news from another kid. I heard that the adults want to take my sister to some place far away, that I might never be able to see her again. I'm scared because my sister always looks after me and protects me. If she goes, I might get hurt, and I might get even more lonely than I am already. Mr. Stefan told me that he wouldn't let that happen. He said Cyril is no less than her sister and Cyril deserves her own wonderful life. I know he's just saying that to comfort me, but it still feels nice to hear that from him. Before he left, Mr. Stefan gave me a blue stone which, despite its small size, is shiny and smooth. It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Mr. Stefan said this present represents our agreement, that we will make out, what would take me out, we will make out, great, where did my mind go there? That he will take me out of here to a more spacious and comfortable place, a place without prison, a place without freedom, a place with freedom. And there we go, that's how far I can read before my mind starts playing tricks on me. I trust Mr. Stefan, he's a man of his word, unlike all the others. Today's entry is very long, longer than the whole of the previous week combined, and I'm a little tired. It's late and I should go to bed. My sister didn't come home today, and it's just me home tonight. I'm going to sleep with the gift that Mr. Stefan gave me so that I won't be afraid in the dark. Did she die at this point? I don't see anything special. There's no treasure map or secret code word, nothing of value. You can hold on to it. I'm gonna clobber you, you know. Then I'll be heading out, my valued patron. Here's hoping your insomnia improves. Make sure you're fully awake next time you come and see me. Bugger off. Okay, that's that. That's completed that mission. Part 1. Moving on, Night on the Great Mine. According to Supervisor Antonio's description, a senior minecart operator is traveling over his not-too-bright apprentice over the Great Mine. He's waiting for you, the ace assistant, to save him. Your lack of knowledge in minecarts and education is not a problem because all of this can be substituted to the spirit of trailblazing. Okay. There's no time to waste. Go to the Great Mine and fill the senior minecart operator and begin your trailblazing. Sure, let's trailblaze. Teleport. Here we go. Apprentice and Master. Senior. Watch carefully. This thing is called the turntable controller. You put your hand here and then do this. Just where did you pop out from? Do you need me for something? Mention her name. Antonia asked me to come. What? Antonia sent you here? Oh, I see. Must be that assistant instructor, right? Sigh. That girl always makes decisions for me without first consulting me. I've told her many times that I can deal with this myself. But now that you're here, I can't let you just hang around and do nothing. Well, let's get it started. In here, let's get it started. Alright, come give me a hand. Help me set this thing up. I have like a trolley conundrum. Okay, never mind. Already. Hey kid, come over here. Do you see what is in front of you? I'm not going to explain how minecarts and tracks work. You grew up in an underworld, so even if you've never seen them before, you've probably heard of them. Yeah. The thing you need to pay attention is this, the track controller. The principle is very simple. Operate the controller like I told you, and the connected tracks on the turnout will then be connected together. After that, the geomarrow light on the connected track will light up. You can then use this to judge which direction the minecart will go. Then comes this blocker. As the name implies, the blocker will block the route of the minecart. If the minecart is stopped by one of these, then the only thing we can do is send it back to where it just came from. All we need to do is plan out the path and adjust the track direction for the controller to push the mining cart to its destination. That's it, I'm done. You just groaned and moaned and didn't say anything, so I'm not sure if you're getting all of this. But I have a way to test you. See, the test rig has been set up for you already. Show me how you'll go about operating it. I'm not sure about this. What do you mean by that? Well, it's way too hard. Are you kidding me, mate? What did you say? Like I said, it's too hard. How should I go about it? I don't understand. He is hard. I actually was thinking it's more the senpai's fault. Sensei's fault, whatever. Because like, he's probably too strict or just too... But yeah. How many times have I taught you this already, huh? When we talk about theory, you seem to be pretty onto it, but why is it always cop out when it comes to the real thing? Anyone with any shred of intelligence should have mastered this a long time ago. Operate the controller, change the track, move forward, operate the controller again, and then reverse. Where's the difficulty in that? I still can't figure it out. Heh. Brat, you're trying to send me to an early grave, aren't you? You, come here. Show me how it's done. Anyone with half a brain can do it. I don't get it either. I'm just instructor assistant. Enough nonsense. This is why Antonia sent you here in the first place. Then let's get started. If you want the minecarts to be reset, feel free to talk to me. Okay. A minecart operator and his apprentice seem to be having a bit of trouble in the Great Mine. Help them push the minecart to the designed blockers, and you may find something of interest. The goal is to move the empty minecart to the blue blockers and move the loaded ones to the yellow blockers. You load or empty minecarts at the ore piles. Okay, so empty goes to blue, loaded goes to yellow. Fair enough. That's a little bit harder than expected. If the minecart won't move, you'll need to use the turnout to change the direction of the track to continue moving. Close. Pass the senior test. Okay. Let's go. It's empty, so it has to go to the left one. Okay. Switch track. Okay. Switch track. Easy peasy. Push the trolley. Go to the senior minecart parade to claim your reward. Nice! Come on, let me give you a little something. But it's not over yet. Hang on, I'll get another one for you. Chesto! The besto. Your reward is over there. Go take a look. Oh, never mind. Basic treasure.
いい感じだ。
The show. Okay. Talk to the monk. Great. The venue's all sorted. Are you up for the next challenge? Let's go! Now that's the spirit. Let's begin. This is easy. Watch carefully, boy! The blocker of the yellow light on its top is the loaded minecarts. The empty minecart should be driven to the stop with blue lights. Okay. How many? So... That's... So this is gonna send this card to here. Okay. Good. Push. Push. Okay, something changed. Push. I think maybe made a mistake, not certain, but whatever. It's still gonna work. So I also need to empty it. Nope. It just says push. Okay, let's go. Jajang! Ha! You're gutsy and smarter than this kid. Take this reward and I'll get another one for you. Am I just doing your job for you? Irrelevant. Great, the venue's all sorted. Are you up for the next challenge? Let's go! That's the spirit, let's begin. Watch carefully, boy! The blocker with the yellow light on is to stop at the loaded minecarts. If a minecart needs to load or unload the Geomaro, it needs to be moved to the stop next to Geomaro pile first. Okay, so the question is... Okay, I get it. Push. Switch. Push again. Load. Push. It's confusing. Or whatever. Push. They don't have the limit of moves. Push. Ta-da! He actually solved it. See what I mean? I told you anyone who have a brain should have learned all of this ages ago. Just call me half a brain. Just a minecart. I did time to get serious. Tch. So, now you are getting motivated. Were you just slacking off most of the time? I'll deal with my lazy apprentice later. Thank you for the help today. Here, take this as your reward. Oh, yeah, and remember to say hello to Antonia for me. That being said, the puzzle that I gave to that brat today was nothing more than an appetizer. The tricky stuff has yet to come. If you're interested in the minecarts, I can set up the site for you. If a smart boy like you to motivate him, that brat may actually put more effort into things. Your reward is over there, go take a look. Okay, so I get rewards and I also get a rivalry from this. Cool. That's done. Next on the agenda, the Sensitive Beings, Part 3. Talk to the maintenance engineer in Sart. Finally, I get to finish this. Kind of, sort of, actually, maybe. Back to Herta Space Station. The abundance. The path preside over body Aeon Yaoshi. Oh, I also got an item. Anyway. If I'm gonna be fighting him... Wrong category. I've done 2 more pulls yesterday. That's why I have a new character going on for me, but yeah. So yeah, those are at the max. I haven't actually put Clara on things, yeah? Do we need anything else? Yeah, because I have those 2. I mean, you already knew I had Sushang. But I also got my hands on Chinchi. I'm not certain, but maybe I can find out how to pronounce that. Hold on. Let's add her, and let's add her. And who would be like the last one to finish up the party of the low level ones that I get to boost up a little bit? Ice. Yeah, I'm gonna put Herta in this because her space station. So yeah, enable this team. Yeah, seriously, I was about to check. What are their names? Data bank. Characters. I don't think ever. Did I hear? Voice. First meeting.
私は師匠。
Susho.
最近運気軍に加入したんだ。もし危険な目にあったら、私を呼んで。全力で守るから。
I mean, she's from the planet I haven't visited yet, but yeah. Susho. Sushang, yeah, that kind of works. And then there's the Mahjong girl, or Space Mahjong girl. I haven't listened to that, as you can see, it's so new.
私は静寂。
静
タイボクシの
寂!
牧者なんだ。え、パイをやりたい？いいよ。じゃあ私の勤務時間になったら連絡して。
Well, I just moved it. What was it again, like?
私は静寂。
Seijaku. Fair enough. Seijaku. That's a Japanese name, so yeah. Probably gonna be sticking to it. As I said, Mitsuki, Tanko, Seijaku. All the others are basically the same name. Kurara, Asta, Herta, Serval, whatever. Seijaku, Seijaku, Seijaku. Sounds almost like Kujaku, peacock. Anyway. Yeah, that works. Hello there. Have you met my friend Svarog? Those two just vanished. Ready? Bye-bye. Woohoo! Herta went mad.
私に出会ったことを感謝してね。
Kind
痛
of.
くしてあげる。考えても無駄。パイは待てば来る。
She's not gonna finish this, but yeah.
怖くないんだから。
Well, if you're not afraid, then send Svarog on him. Subarashi. There we
皆
go.
さんのお役に立てたかな。
Okay, I mean, understood the part of something everyone. Okay, let's talk to the maintenance engineer. We've got enough computing power today. I've reposted it to the lead researcher. She said she expects you to get this done today. Yeah, 3 days. Took me 3 days. Please let me know when you are done. I'll need to reinforce the terminal security system. Okay, turn on the terminal for me. The optic identification program is all set. The terminal has sufficient computing power. Please help yourself. I've been recent to the beginning. Time to solve a puzzle again. Ready? I see it. 1. Yeah, okay. 2, 3, 4. Oh crap. I didn't notice that. I should have tried differently then. Unless I made one mistake. Actually, no, I made more than one. Dang it. I didn't know the teleporters. That caused a problem. So let's think about it. If I start from this direction, then it teleports me there. I can technically... Let's see if my plan will... Not particularly. Okay, I think I can get it. Maybe 2, 3. Yeah, this will work. Bingo.
クラーラは修理用の部品さえあれば大丈夫です。
大丈夫。Cornucopia. Unearthly marvel. Achievement. Find all of the unearthly marvel treasures. Okay. Let's deal with this then. Here we go. Data record. Joanne. Access level first by administrator. Device owner. When Tainwing Herta System Time visited Flying Dog IPC's e-commerce platform, visited Flying Dog handmade mechanical section, Trotter flagships, store for children's floating motorboard. Obtain right access to Flying Dog handmade mechanical section, Trotter flagship, store for children's floating motorboat. Send a message saying, hello, do you include shipping to the space station? Obtain Iris access Flying Dog payment complete. Wait, because I'm getting... Peppy has a jetpack. Is it about that? Trotter flagship store for children's floating motorboat. Dog handmade mechanical section. Yeah, I think that was like the little rocket boosters for Peppy. Anyway, but that's the... oh, again, Joanne. Visited VideoPie, the freshest and fastest video service. Visited via a recording of this crazy life coaching workshop. Scumbag company trying to recruit anyone and everyone. Visited VideoPie, how many of these 10 most awful workplace justifications have you heard? Visited the webpage Workplace Insight Forum, why do we need to loaf on the job? There are so many benefits to getting enough rest. Visited the webpage Workplace Insight Forum, 130 most important loafing strategies for workers. You may now relax at work. I think I'm gonna check out those sites later on. I would like to loaf off at work. Herta visited the webpage Workplace Insight Forum, the 130 redacted, important redacted strategies for redacted. You may now redact it at work. Herta Space Station System Time visited the webpage redacted forum, the 130 redacted, important redacted. Failed to access the terminal. You can now access the terminal. The parsed page content is incomplete. Detected memetic virus of unknown origin. It actually tells me she's the one infected. Redacted. The underling logic redacted, top level design redacted, where redacted, final delivery redacted, inside redacted, guarantee redacted, closed loop redacted, thinking redacted, sedimentation redacted, mythology. On a side note, this episode of Aridan Streams is brought to you by the word redacted. Redacted cycle, redacted conversion, redacted logic, reuse, redacted mode, quick, redacted vertical leadership. Shit, I missed one redacted. Resources, redacted, work hard, redacted days, redacted still, redacted blessing, redacted sleep, redacted hours, redacted. We said the web page, question marks, videos, leadership course, question mark, number, question mark, lecture number, question mark, fail to access terminal. You can now access terminal. The page content can be parsed. Mimetic virus of unknown origin detected. Have I been infected as well at this point? Well, I understand every single word, but when they are put together, I feel dizzy reading them. I want to throw up. What on earth justifies my continued existence in this world? If a person is without any carrier, would they be any different from a piece of space? I have been freaking contaminated. Hold on, what was I thinking? That was close. I almost got infected by the mimetic virus. From Joanne's record, it is clear that this mimetic virus interferes with one's mind and manipulates people into a pointless rat race. This virus is truly vicious. A bit dangerous. Okay, so it's Joanne. Are you done? Yes, I think I got the results. Okay, according to the Space Station Data Center regulations, your query access will be terminated as soon as you leave the terminal room. Thank you for your cooperation. Lovely. Go to Space Station Master Control Zone. Let's go then. I mean, that wasn't pretty like... Anyway, I'm gonna go back to my original team. Those rules are meant to be broken. Asta! It's you! Thanks for helping out on the station. Did you encounter some problems? Well, I've gotten through all the data records. Great! I heard of the maintenance engineer that due to incomplete recovery from the previous invasion, the terminal's computing power had been hindering your progress. So I didn't expect you to finish the investigation so soon. Well, it took me a couple of days. Thank you for your hard work. So, what's the conclusion? Tell your observation and your analysis. Haha! I see. I did have a suspicion that Joanne was the one who got infected, but I didn't have any substantial evidence. So how did you know it was her? Oh, it's the girl who actually became like super productive. Simple. Out of 3 of them, she is the only one who exhibited speech patterns similar to those of a crack-up conch after its infection. Why was I even necessary? I've always found it rather suspicious that she, a person who dozes off all the time, would have such a drastic change of personality and would quit all her habits and hobbies out of nowhere. Wow, that's tough. Anyway, the overall result is as expected. Next, we should weed out Joanne's virus and get her back on track to her old self. I mean, less productive Joanne. I guess everybody prefers that. Thank you for your hard work on finding such substantial evidence. So, Jotomate, I have a couple of questions. No? Go ahead, I'll answer your questions if I know the answers. Is there anything else I need to clarify? Okay, hold on, let me just, because my eyes started watering for some reason. I can't see properly. What just happened? I blamed too much reading in one go. I haven't been doing this for ages. Okay. Well, isn't it a good thing to keep Joanne this way? I mean, I don't. So how did you guess correct that Joanne was the one? Guess? I didn't guess. To some extent, it was just simple psychology. Psychology. Ugh. Joanne completely wiped out her personal life, which is very unusual. Think about this simple analogy. People's capacity for work is limited, just like how a balloon can only hold a finite amount of air. When they don't get enough rest or fulfillment, people will just be like a balloon being unceasingly inflated, which will inevitably blow up if there's no chance of an air release. That's well put. Asta is probably the best boss ever. So aren't you worried about the other two? What about what? Do you mean how the research at the space station will be affected? I don't think there's any problem except that Chris might need some psychological counseling from a doctor. People have the freedom to do whatever they want with their own lives as long as they don't undermine the security of the space station or violate the regulations. Said best boss ever. I'm not gonna ask about the good thing of June because I am quite aware of the fact that, yeah, based on Asta's own analogy, if she just continues to go on that, she's gonna burn herself out on both ends, and yeah, that's gonna be the end of Joanne. Memetic virus or no. Well, that's all the questions I have. Well, I do get your point to some extent. It might seem productive, at least in the short term, to just disregard people's safety concerns and force them into non-stop work, but in the real world, such practices will only spell disaster. I think I just said that 5 seconds ago. I just said thanks for actually contributing to my own point, Asta. The station is built in space, far away from any land surface. Not everyone can adapt to life here. This will become clear after a while. Despite our top-notch equipment and resources, some people still find it unbearable to live on the station after staying here for a long time. I mean, I can only imagine. I would absolutely freaking love to spend some time in the space station. Not like the International Space, because that place, I've seen it and it's freaking claustrophobic, but I would like to test like a space station of this caliber, like such a huge space station with such huge spaces. And also like maybe like a colony from Gundam universe. I am really curious, how does it feel to function in space in such a place, because I can only imagine. I have no idea. Probably there are some videos that explain what's the feeling for that, but I find it extremely fascinating. I would love to be a space noid. Anyway, in that case, letting people develop their own hobbies improves everyone's mental health, especially when they have been away from land for an extended period of time. This is the best way to improve overall productivity. After all, we are born to be humans, not plants or rocks that do not have emotions. How could we still call ourselves humans if we were to throw away our hobbies and emotions? But I don't seem to have any hobbies. Yeah, that makes sense. Of course it does. It's also my life experience. Having fun in life is all about investing in things that you find interesting. See? That's why I'm doing this. I'm playing video games. It's a hobby of mine. I can also kind of sort of share with people who may be watching. Probably no one is watching, but I'm starting kind of sort of. Hopefully it's gonna pick up. If not, I'm still gonna be doing this because I find it extremely pleasurable. Like Asta's right, like you need to have some sort of escape from reality. Reality is hard in and of itself, like work, family, responsibilities for your country, your society, paying tax, etc., etc. Like you need to have some kind of thing that I can just sit down, relax, think about some things, pretend I'm like a baseball bat wielding badass in space, traveling in a train, like yeah, that's all I need, like for some hours in the week. I mean, I still have actually, luckily I don't have that much of a what's the word, rigid job life that I can actually do this well. You still have a long way ahead of you. When you are out there exploring, remember, no matter what, don't just throw away your hobbies and your emotions. Indeed, you need to have a good balance between responsibilities and duties and your leisure time. You need to, because like the balance is the best thing, because you can't have just too much of both, because like, yeah, too much work is gonna basically like destroy you from the inside. That's what you're going for. But too much pleasure is also like not good. That's if you go too much, it's gonna create like a chaos demon of excess or something. Alright, by the way, I almost forgot one thing. I know paper records will be printed out at the terminal. Keep those records to yourself. Don't let the information leak out to the space station. Promise me or I'll take back the reward. Oi, chill. They will never leak out. Well, anyway, thank you so much. This is the reward for you. I made it myself. Oh? If you don't like it, I can take you to buy this what? Starno Fleet, where the latest version comes out. It's very popular among young people these days. What's Starnot Fleet? Traveler's experience. Yep, that's done. Thanks, Asta. Okay, on the other hand, slices of life before the furnace. The giant furnace glances down. You receive Julian's group message saying that Hook is in trouble. Find Julian and see. Well, Dark Lord Hook is in trouble. Time to go help her, I guess.
Well,
I'm gonna double check on that because no, I pressed the wrong button again. I just actually want to do this as I do it in Genshin, but it doesn't work in Honkai the same way. Because to get the track lines, I don't go to the characters. I have to go to the data bank, then to characters, and then pick the characters that you're interested in, which in this case is Hook, and go to the voice. First meeting.
仮想部の大人は遅延が管理して、子供はモグラ島が管理してる。そして私がモグラ島のボスだよ。お前も私をドスクロのフック様と呼ぶといい。
ドスクロのフック様。Yeah. Pitch Dark Hook the Great. Committed to memory. And I just realized I forgot the was it Sujaku? Sounds like Kujaku. I should remember that for this. Okay. Julian! What's the sitch? I'm out of Snow White popping candy. Well, I can't help you with that. Hey, Julian. Hi. Wait, who are you? Mom told me not to talk to stranger. We've met before! We played hide and seek together. That doesn't ring a bell. What the hell? Hey, did you mistake for someone else? Are you trying to be someone else? Wait, I mean, you wore disguise, but whatever. Pitch Dark Hook the Great sent me. Huh? Boss Hook? What does she want from Julian of 1,000 Faces? Oops, I revealed myself. You're not even disguised! You're yourself! Fine, I'll stop messing with you. You're right, I am Julian. What do you want from me? I mean, I don't know to actually praise him for that, like, getting characters. I just look like him, I'm not him. Whatever. So, don't you have urgent matters for me?
Oi, Anta! Mate! この前モグラ島と対決したあんただよ。
What? What? Am I just gonna flip the script on him? Who are you? The young little master of disguise.
へへ、百面相のジュリアンは僕の二つな。いや、今はこんなことを話してる場合じゃない。
Stroke his ego. That's gonna get me far with kids.
まずいことが起きた。フックの親分がホールマスターを持って一人で大航空に行っちゃったんだ。
Okay. What's Diggertron?
しかも何か危険なことがあるみたいで、他のやつは一緒に来るなって言ってて、僕の代わりに様子を見てきてくれないか。
I mean, I have her in my party. I think she can handle herself. She has a giant robot arm. Yeah, that's what it would. Diggertron.
ホールマスターはホールマスターだよ。
Hallmaster. Hallmaster.
必ずひどい戦いが起きるんだ。
Is that like her mechanical arm? That's the name of it? Diggertron? I'm gonna dig for the heavens.
フックの親分はコークにいるフェスマンさんに親父に何か起きたって聞いて飛び出していったんだ。
Are they related? I just wanna know.
コークには悪いやつがたくさんいるから子供は勝手に入っちゃいけないんだ。だから僕の代わりに様子を見てきてよ。
Oh, wait, did I just read that bad? It's Firstman, not Foreman? Whatever. Who is Firstman?
フックの親分の親父で
やっぱり。
僕らとみんなの親父だよ。フェスマンさんはみんなに優しくて要するにすごい人なんだ。
Mm-hmm. Oh, they got us from a little... Alright, I'll help you to the great. 心配しないで。俺は行く。
じゃあ頼んだぞ。急いで行ってきてくれ。
急い。Old Foreman Street. Maybe it did say Foreman. I'm confused. It's both of them. Anyway, we're going here. Okay. There she is. Are those... the question is... I'm gonna beat him up.
落ち着け。少し冷静になれ。俺たちは生計を立てるために働いている。それはみんな同じだ。とりあえず座って話をしないか。
Okay. He's got a cool head. Will a cool head prevail?
聞こえのいいことを言いやがって。俺たちはあんたをリーダーのように扱ってきたのに、あんたは俺たちにこんな仕打ちをするのか。
Is Hook's dad a vagrant? Interesting.
お前は俺たちを裏切った。
Oh my, why you are Oratichi us Uragita, betrayer, I guess, something along those lines. Yeah. I guess Rat works for this.
あんたは鉱脈の情報を
I know some of the Japanese
アン
words.
トニアに売っちまった。俺たちが先だったのに、そのせいで俺たちはあいつらのために働かなきゃならない。
Did you? I thought it was the miners. I'm confused.
この裏切り者！
Ah, there we go.
どうした？返す言葉もないか？情報を売ったことを認めるんだな。
Did you?
お前たちはみんな悪いやつだ。親父をいじめるな。
Punch them.
フック？いやいや逆だよ。お前の親父が先に俺たちをいじめてきたんだ。信じられないなら聞いてみな。
I'm just gonna stand there because I'm interested how it's gonna work. This is better than soap opera.
親父。
そうだ。アントニアに話したのは俺だ。だが鉱脈を最初に見つけたのも俺だ。どうするかは俺の勝手だ。
I mean, if he really is the one that found it first, then yeah, he absolutely can do what the fuck he wants with the information.
あんたは持っている探索機を使っているだけだろ。俺たちが探索機を奪い取ってもまだ傲慢な態度を取れるのか見てやるよ。
Ooh, they're going for the coup d'etat.
俺に近づくな。俺は大義のためにやってるんだ。いつも問題を起こそうとするお前らとは違う。
Okay.
どうやら痛い目を見ないとわからないようだな。野郎ども、かかれ！
Okay, ちょっと待て。俺の番。
この私がいる限り親父に手を出せると思うな。
I'm here, everybody stop. The moles are here, surrender now. Sure!
お前は早く私を手伝え。
Hi, hot-blooded trailblazer!
お、また一人やられに来たのか？まあいい。一人増えたところで何も変わらない。
Do you even know who I am?
実力を思い知らせてやる。
I thought it was kind of a big deal around here at this point. Apparently no. Fine, I'll educate you. Hajimaru. There's only 2 of you. I kind of feel sorry. Anyway. I mean, I have plenty of skill. I forgot what's it called, but yeah. Single target attack against Mr. Vagrant number 2. Level 23, like, ugh. Let's go. This would be fun. Well, for me, not for you.
礼儀の待ってないお客さんね。
Can you use the bounce one? Why not? And
ラッキースターは誰かな？
easy. Well, Mitsuki. He sucks. Not exactly. とどめだ。
ほら。親父、怪我してない？
少しすりむいただけだ。フック、お前は大丈夫か？
Do you have a face? Because I haven't seen your face so far.
心配しないで。私にはホールマスターがあるから、怪我なんて怖くない。
I'm assuming she is referring to the giant robotic hand, Hallmaster. Good name.
それならよかった。
Oh, you do have a face.
そこの兄ちゃんは怪我してないか？助けてくれてありがとうな。
Super easy. Yeah, I barely felt a thing.
ああ、思い出した。お前がナターシャの言っていたよそ者だな。
Remember, I haven't felt anything. They didn't even get their own turn.
解決したと聞いていたが、まさか今日も助けられるとは。
Just wanted to fight. Nah, don't mention it. It's not gonna be saving my life.
流浪者との紛争は今に始まったことじゃない。争いを一時的にでも止めたお前にみんな感謝している。
親父、
Told you, don't mention
早
it.
く魔女ババアのところに行こう。ひどい怪我だ。
Are you calling Natasha an old witch? I don't think she would appreciate that.
だが、鉱脈探測機が盗まれた。
Rapscallion.
きっと二度と見つからないだろう。
That word isn't being used enough, in my opinion. Stall for me. I need to step. Okay. Let's go to the clinic now. What's more important, the detector of your life?
ああ、ただの工具だ。なくしたならそれでいい。診療所に行こう。
Tell you what, I'll find it for you because I'm such a nice guy. Not to cling and ask Natasha, but okay, let's go to the old witch.